The Pundit had studied the Vedas and the other scriptures. He loved to discuss philosophy. The master, seated on the couch, cast his benign look on the Pundit and gave him counsel through parables. Master, to the Pundit: there are many scriptures like the Vedas, but one cannot realize God without austerity and spiritual discipline. God cannot be found in the 6 systems, the Vedas or the Tantra. But one should learn the contents of the scriptures and then act according to their injunctions. A man lost a letter. He couldn't remember where he had left it. He began to search for it with a lamp. After 2 or 3 people had searched, the letter was at last found. The message in the letter was, "Please send us 5 seers of sandesh and a piece of wearing cloth." The man read it and then threw the letter away. There was no further need of it. Now all he had to do was to buy the 5 seers of sandesh and the piece of cloth. Better than reading is hearing, and better than hearing is seeing. One understands the scriptures better by hearing them from the lips of the Guru or of a holy man. Then one doesn't have to think about their non-essential part. Hanuman said, "Brother, I don't know about the phase of the moon or the position of the stars. I just contemplate Rama." But seeing is far better than hearing. Then all doubts disappear. It is true that many things are recorded in the scriptures, but all these are useless without the direct realization of God, without devotion to His lotus feet, without purity of heart. The almanac forecasts the rainfall of the year, but not a drop of water will you get by squeezing the almanac. No, not even one drop. How long should one reason about the texts of the scriptures? So long as one does not have direct realization of God. How long does the bee buzz about? As long as it is not sitting on a flower. No sooner does it light on a flower and begin to sip honey that it keeps quiet. But you must remember another thing. One may talk even after the realization of God. But then one talks only of God and of divine bliss. It is like a drunkard's crying, "Victory to the Divine Mother." He can hardly say anything else on account of his drunkenness. You can notice too that a bee makes an indistinct humming sound after having sipped the honey from a flower. The Gnani reasons about the world through the process of neti neti. Not this, not this. Reasoning in this way, he at last comes to the state of bliss. And that is Brahman. What is the nature of a Gnani? He behaves according to scriptural injunctions. Once I was taken to Chanak and saw some sadhus there. Several of them were suing. All laugh. At the sight of us, they threw aside their suing. They sat straight, crossing their legs, and conversed with us. All laugh. But Gnanis will not talk about spiritual things without being asked. They will inquire at first about such things as your health and your family. But the nature of the Vijnani is different. He is unconcerned about anything. Perhaps he carries his wearing cloth loose under his arm, like a child. Or perhaps the cloth has dropped from his body altogether. The man who knows that God exists is called a Gnani. A Gnani is like one who knows beyond a doubt that a log of wood contains fire. But a Vijnani is he who lights the log, cooks over the fire, and is nourished by the food. The 8 fetters have fallen from the Vijnani. He may keep merely the appearance of lust, anger, and the rest. Pundit. The knots of his heart are cut asunder. All his doubts are destroyed. Master. Yes. Once a ship sailed into the ocean. Suddenly its iron joints, nails, and screws fell out. The ship was passing a magnetic hill, and so all its iron was loosened. I used to go to Krishna Kishore's house. Once, when I was there, he said to me, "Why do you chew betel leaf?" I said, "It is my sweet pleasure. I shall chew betel leaf, look at my face in the mirror, and dance naked among 1,000 girls." Footnote: because the master was a Vijnani. Footnote ends. Krishna Kishore's wife scolded him and said, "What have you said to Ramakrishna? You don't know how to talk to people." In this state, passions like lust and anger are burnt up, though nothing happens to the physical body. It looks just like any other body. But the inside is all hollow and pure.